All right, people, what's good? Everybody, welcome to the Panther Nation podcast. This is episode 24.
24.
Got a lot. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about, man. I'm Rashad.
And I'm David, man. What's going on, guys, man? How was your Sunday?
Yeah, we got we decided to skip the theme today because it's a lot to talk about, man. But you know what? We just gonna get straight to it.
Happy birthday, Chris.
Yeah, man, we're going straight to court. We're gonna review this game. It was a pretty bad game, pretty ugly. Dave and I, we decided that instead of taking individuals to court today, we just decided we're gonna take the whole offense to court, man, because it was garbage. The whole offense was trash, and it wasn't pretty. Saints pretty much did whatever they wanted to, and it got ugly at Bank of America Stadium. I don't even remember what the score. What was the score, Dave?
34-13, I think it was. Let me double check here.
It was bad.
34-13.
It was ugly. So I mean, where do we start, man? Where do we start?
I mean, the obvious choice is Shula, but I don't want to do that because I actually don't think this is all on Shula for a change. He gets part of the blame, but I'm not gonna.
I can't believe my ears. Are we finally starting to come around?
No, I'm not. I'm not coming around at all. I'm just not blaming Shula for this one. This one's not on Shula. I could talk about theories later on in the episode about what could possibly be happening that could involve Shula, but I think this game was all about execution.
Yeah,
like we
clearly
just did not execute at all.
Yeah, man, it was ugly, man. We could start from the beginning of the game, man. The first drive, I mean, that was typical Panther football. We chewed up like 9 minutes of the clock. We ran the ball literally every play until we got to third. It was third and some change. And the guy that is the guy, we're not saying his name. That we will no longer mention his name. He's the starting left tackle. We will not say his name on this podcast until further notice. But that guy that's playing left tackle completely missed a block. He completely missed Cameron Jordan right in front of his face and just let Cam get destroyed. I mean, you can't blame that on Shula, right? I mean,
I'm not gonna blame it on Shula yet.
I mean, you can't blame that on Shula. Like the guy he completely missed the dude and let Cam get destroyed. I mean, and then up until that moment, that drive was perfect Panther football. Cam didn't have to do anything. All he had to do was turn around, hand the ball off, and we were moving the ball at will. Nice trickery. There was some trickery in there. Shula was doing his thing. Nobody was saying nothing. It was all runs, and it looked great. And then the guy that played starting left tackle decided to not do his job. So, I mean, I don't know what else to say, man. Like I don't know, man. Where else do you want to start?
Well, if we're gonna blame that left tackle, I have a question. Do you think his brother being hurt is affecting his play?
I mean, I've seen that floating, but I don't think so. Like, why would that have anything to do with?
I didn't say it should.
No, I'm just saying I don't get it.
I mean, because first week, pretty good. You know, the week before, like preseason, pretty good. And then
this brother gets hurt. Man, that's preseason. There's no film. There's film now. Like there's film on this dude, man. Like,
but there was film on this dude.
He's not in our offense. There's nothing really to go off of because the offense wasn't great. The offense wasn't doing what they're doing now. You know what I'm saying? So like there was no real game film. Now there's adjustments being made. He's just not good. Like he's just not a good. He gave up 3 sacks? He's not good. He's got to go. Like, we've got to pull this guy out of the starting lineup. He's not good at all.
So what do we say for week? So we're saying week 1 was just an anomaly, and 2 and 3 was like, okay, you know, they got film on him from week 1, and that's that. That's what we're gonna roll with.
No, he's just not good. I mean, he's just not a good left tackle. Like, bottom line, point blank, period. He's not good. He's not the answer, Sway.
All right, that's fine. So I have a question for you. When are we going to pull him?
ASAP. Like, even if you listen to Ron Rivera's post game, he said that that guys, we're gonna evaluate the film. That's his thing. Evaluate the film and look at it. And if guys aren't doing their job, they pretty much, for lack of a better word, need to be replaced. That's not his exact quote, but he pretty much said that if guys aren't doing their job, they got to get out of here. And that's what's happening. The guys aren't doing their job. Like, he's got to go. Even Cam said, there was a quote from Cam's. Let me see if I can find it, from Cam's post game, where he said that he said it's gut check time for a lot of people, including myself. He's right. It's gut check time. Like, even though we were 2-0, it felt like we were literally 1-2, or 1-1, or 1-2 at this point. Like, it doesn't feel like this team is there 100%. It's not clicking. You can call it what you want. You could say offense. You could say even the defense got exposed. We'll talk about them later, but I'm going to strictly focus on the offense. But I think it's time for him to get pulled. Put in Taylor Moton. That's what you drafted him for. You knew this could be a problem, and now you gotta make a tough decision, because Cam is going to get killed out there. Cam can't even do his patented 360 spin thing. You know why? Because he spins to the left. He spins to the left. So you saw him try to do it. He spun to the left, and it was dudes right in his face. He can't even do that.
Yeah.
So, like, it's ugly right now. It's not looking good, man, at all.
Yeah, some people don't agree with Moton being a left tackle. So,
hey, look, I don't agree with it either, but I don't agree with that other guy being left tackle either.
Yeah, if it ain't the other guy, who's it gonna be? I mean, we can't move Darrell Williams there. Do you want to see Amini there? I mean,
anybody but that guy, man.
But the bottom line, the bigger issue that we have too is the fact that I don't think that guy is gonna leave the lineup.
I don't think so either.
He's making too much money to leave the lineup. So
I agree.
It's just a matter of where you're going to move him. Are you going to move him to right tackle? Are you going to try to put him in a guard? Like, you're just going to put him somewhere where he can be protected. Maybe if he
got to go. You definitely not starting him over Trey or Norwell. So that's out of the question.
So
he's not going to move in the guard.
So do you swap him with Modem and just call it a day, or swap him with Darrell?
Look, man, I'm just going to say it like this. If I'm playing Madden and I keep getting destroyed, this guy's riding a bitch. Obviously, it's a lot. This is real life we're talking about here. But if I'm coach, man, look, you got to think about it. It's not about money at this point. It's not about what you're paying him. I mean, it is, but at some point, I know it's only week 3, and I'm not panicking, because I think at the end of the day, even if that guy does get pulled or they leave him in there, at the end of the day, I think they're gonna start gelling and it'll start working out. So I'm not panicking by any means. But, like, I feel like they need to do something before it gets worse. Either they feel if he's staying in there, like, it has to get better. And from these last 2 games, it's not looking good. We gave up 4 sacks to the worst defense in the league, and 3 interceptions to the worst defense in the league. We made them look like the Denver Broncos from 2 years ago. That's what they look like. Cameron Jordan looked like Von Miller out there, bro.
He did. I'm not denying that. It didn't look like the worst defense in the NFL. We made them look like
we made them look like that. They're not that good. They're not that good. They were playing 3 safeties, man. If you go back and look at some of the film at some of these games or some of the plays, there's guys like literally running crossing routes and they're wide open. Cam has got to do a better job of hitting the open guys. To me, I mean, y'all can talk about Shula, man, and I've been seeing this all day Sunday about people blaming Shula. But at the end of the day, Cam has to go out there and hit these open guys. It's on Cam. Cam has to do better. It's on Cam. Cameron Jarrell Newton has to play better if this team is going to succeed. He knows it. He says it in his post game. He's saying the right things, but when he comes out on the field, it's just not clicking. It's not there, man. He's not hitting the open guys. He's overthrown. I mean, he's always overthrown guys, but guys are open. He just has to hit them. It's execute, man. We could have who's the best OC in the league? We could have Andy Reid. We could have the best OC in the league, but if Cam's not going to hit the open guys, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. So y'all can sit here cry about Shula, but if Cam's not going to hit the open guys, he's not going to hit guys two yards in front of him, then we got bigger issues. It's not the OC.
All right, I want to attack Shula a little bit.
My bad. I went on a rant. My bad.
No, you good. You good, but I want to attack Shula a little bit. You don't think his play calling was a factor? If he wasn't calling plays where he can get the ball out at a decent amount of time, like less than 3 seconds.
He was. So, okay. We did. So he did that. He called those plays. So what about, case in point, what about as soon as KB went down, who got the ball? Curtis Samuel, right? What happened to the quick screens? That happened. He got the ball out of his hands, but guys have to execute. They have to hit blocks. On one of the third down plays, Cam throws to Curtis Samuel. Russell Shepard misses a block. You have to execute. It's all about execution, man. Like, and then what about the slant play? You want to talk about quick passes? The quick slant to Funches. He stared Funches down and threw it right to the cornerback. Like, what do you want Shula to do, bro? What I don't understand. I don't get it. He's reverses. Look at the big play on Curtis. It's about execution. You got to execute, bro. Sorry.
No, I get it. Cam should take the blunt of this blame, but so does our left tackle as well. Those two should take the brunt of this blame. I mean, the team as a whole offensively was abysmal. And I kind of gave the warning last week too. The fact that we only scored 9 points on Buffalo, knowing that we're going to have to score more points against the Saints. I believed in our defense, and like I said, we're going to get to that.
Yeah, it was said on the podcast that if we don't score 28 points, we're going to lose, and that's exactly what happened. My bad.
But we needed more than that because they dropped 34.
But I'm just saying.
But yeah,
I just felt like in game flow we would have been competitive, and it would.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. And it's funny because we beat that Bills team last week that just shellacked Denver.
Right, and the same we beat San Francisco, who was competitive with. I mean, the Seahawks aren't that great right now.
They got the same problem as us.
No, they have a worse problem.
They got a worse problem than us. Yeah.
Russell Wilson is running for his life out there. Like, I know Sierra giving him all kind of massages at night to get him right because he's getting punished. Yeah. Seattle has worse problems than us. So I guess it could be worse, but no. To back to your point about Shula, I think Shula does now. I call it like I see it, and only place I will criticize Shula is that I felt like some of the pacing when we were down by like 18. I felt like we were huddling up. The pace wasn't where it should be, in my opinion. I think we should have been moving faster, but. That's the only place I can criticize him. His play calling this game was good, but you have to execute. If you're not executing, it doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. Who else? So I mean, on a bright side, I mean, we talk about bad stuff, but on the bright side, Christian McCaffrey, man, what's your thoughts on him?
He needs to play wide receiver and not running back.
Yeah, he had a great game.
He did as a wide receiver. He was great as a wide receiver. So that's where, and it's considering the injury that we occurred on Kelvin, we already lost Olsen. Maybe they're going to run more routes with him.
Yeah. No, because he ended up, he had 4 rushes for 16 yards, and he had 4 receptions for 101 yards. So his first 100-yard game came in receiving instead of rushing.
He had 9 receptions for 101 yards.
Oh, I'm sorry. Nah,
Yeah,
I don't know. My bad. 9
Yeah,
receptions.
he had 9. So like he's more effective as a receiver, which is cool. I'm fine with that. And because we need a receiver.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that too. But I think that also speaks to the game flow. We were behind, so he's going to get a lot more targets at that point. But yeah, I mean, we can backtrack and talk a little bit about KB. I mean, that's another thing that speaks to I think to why the offense struggled a little bit is because you already lost Olsen. Now you lose KB. I mean, I'm pretty sure these guys aren't practicing in the same scenarios. Like, what if KB goes down? Like, people, I don't think you necessarily practice like that. But I mean, guys had to shuffle around, man. So like, Funchess was the number 1 guy. I mean, is he prepared for that? Hopefully, this KB injury isn't long term. I think they said there was no structural damage to his knee, so I don't think he plays this week.
We need him.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to play. I highly doubt he plays this week. Just a hunch. I don't have any information. I just don't think he's going to play.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's good that there's no structural damage, so that means it might be something that he can bounce back in maybe 2 weeks or 3. I don't envision him making the trip to Foxborough.
Yeah.
So,
Go ahead.
I started KB over Stephon Diggs in the league, man.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, it was depressing. So I only lost by 2 points. So
since we're, I think we got to talk about Ron Rivera too, man. What do you think about Ron not going forward on 4th and 5 on this, on the Saints 35-yard line and punting the ball? What happened to Riverboat, man? Did that ship sink? Because I haven't seen.
He gone. I want to find a way to blame Shula, but I can't.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. That's a Ron call, man. Ron can't. Well, I guess unless Shula didn't have. I guess haters gonna say Shula didn't have a play for 4th and 5.
Shula didn't have a play for 4th and 5.
Get out of here, man.
Nah, fam. That was not the right choice. We were down.
We were down 18, bro.
We were down 18 points. We needed to try to make a play.
Yeah, we were down 18 points, and we punted the ball, and that punt went to the end zone, so that they ended up on the 20-yard line. So worst, they gained 15. They would have been 15 yards. So at least we would have tried and failed. They would only had 15 yards, a 15-yard gain. Net gain. So I mean, at the end of the day, you gotta try. That's just not good awareness to me. Yeah. Like I think that was a terrible call by Ron. He should have went for that.
I agree. I completely agree. We should have did that one because I was like, man, are you kidding me?
Yeah, the Boo Birds were out too at that play call. The fans were booing, rightfully so. Yeah, that was a terrible call. Terrible call, man. What else? Interesting stat. 17 of Cam Newton's completions. No, he had 17 completions, and of those, 101 yards were to Christian McCaffrey. So of his 176 yards, passing 101 of those yards were to McCaffrey, which is crazy.
101 was to anybody. 101 was to McCaffrey. 58 was to Funchess.
Yeah. So nobody else. He's not throwing anybody else.
Well, no, is that right? Because that also doesn't count the 17 yards that Derek Anderson got in, because Derek Anderson got a little bit of play too.
Throw the Funchess? Yeah, I think DA did throw the Funchess. Yeah. I think he hit Funchess on like 10 yards.
Yeah, but still, man, like the majority of his yards went to McCaffrey and Funchess.
Which is what we got McCaffrey for, like the dump offs. And that little wheel route was a chunk of it. Which was a beautiful play, by the way. Ain't nobody gonna give Shula credit for that, huh?
No, he don't get credit
for the reverse, and he don't get credit for the wheel route that McCaffrey ran and had the
I'll
big
give him
game.
credit when he utilizes his talents.
Is he not? Come on, man. You guys are killing me, man.
Look, man, he's got to utilize McCaffrey more in the wide receiver spot. It looks like he finally is. Yeah. He has to. He has no choice.
Guys are killing me, man.
No, he has no choice, bro.
No, he needs to utilize Curtis Samuel more. If he's going to utilize anybody more, it needs to be Curtis Samuel. And we saw that. You got to. The guy just came off injury. He doesn't have reps.
Yeah, but I don't want him putting McCaffrey in the backfield. Like, I want McCaffrey to stay away from the backfield.
Yeah, he's not a good runner. He's McCaffrey irks me because he'll run into the back of blockers and he'll just drive his feet running into the back of a blocker. Like, bro, hit a hole, man. North and south. That's another thing that bothers me about Curtis Samuel too. And a lot of these college guys, they like the dance, man. You can't dance in the NFL. The dudes are too athletic for that. You got to go north and south. It was one play where Curtis Samuel, he caught that pass, and instead of getting the first, he kind of jumped backwards and
I saw that and I was irritated.
Yeah, you got to go north and south, man.
So I'm like, again, you could have got the first down if you would have went straight.
Yep, this is execution, guys. Execution. This is nothing to do with Mike Shula. This is all execution. People got to stop doing this, man. Like, you got to stop. This easy. No, I'm serious, man. It's easy to blame Mike Shula here because he's the OC. It's easy to do that, but you got to look past it. Stop it. Just stop. Look past it, man, and look into what's going on. Cam Newton is not accurate. He's not accurate, and maybe it's the shoulder. Maybe he got to dance because it's the O-line is trash, and the guy playing starting left tackle can't block worth the crap. It's a lot that goes into it. You can't just blame the OC. Granted, yeah, he's not perfect. I'm gonna give you that, but he's not the one to blame when Cam Newton can't hit an open target 2 yards in front of him. Sorry.
That's fair. That's fair.
And then let's talk about before we get on to the defense. Let's talk about what Cameron. Did you see what Cameron Jordan said about Cam?
Yes, unfortunately.
This is just pure disrespect. This is what people think about. This is what people think about Cam now, man. This is pure disrespect. I'm gonna read a quote from Cameron Jordan. I guess this is a post game conference, and he was talking about Cam. This is his quote. He said, clearly he's trying to be more of a pocket passer, and I'm okay with that. He said, perfectly fine with it. I mean, there was one time he scooted off for 13 yards, and it was very Cam-esque. But at the same time, he wanted to be a pocket passer. He said, our coach gave us some egregious stat about Cam's turnovers, and we added 3 to that. I don't know what that stat was, by the way. And he said anytime he tried to scoot out, we showed up on his high heels. Not that he wears high heels. I don't think so yet, right? He said, I mean, he's gone with the grandma hat and the onesie, the Coachella onesie, right? Like, that's just pure disrespect, man.
He throwing them jabs, man.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. But look, that's how guys are playing Cam. They're sending pressure at Cam. Knowing he's not very accurate, so you just rattling the guy. You know he's not gonna run because everybody's just been the whole offseason has been saying, hey, we're gonna get these guys these toys, and he's gonna dump it off, and he's not gonna run as much, and blah 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 blah. So this is what you get, guys. It's sending dudes at Cam's neck, and he can't hit the broadside of a barn. Actually, that's not quite true because he did throw 65% passes. So completion percentage
for this game.
Yeah, I believe it was 65%.
Hold on, I gotta do my math now. Hold up. 17 for 26. Oh shoot! Yeah, 65%. Yeah. This is his most accurate year, man. Which is crazy to think.
But I kind of
called that.
I always say though. You got to have stats with context. That's my thing. Stats are pretty, but you got to have stats with context. And this may be his highest completion percentage game. He also completed 3 passes to the other team, which is not good. So,
well, I said all offseason this is going to be his most accurate year because I felt like with McCaffrey being drafted, with Curtis Samuel, he would spread the ball a little bit more and it'll be shorter and quicker passes. So I thought that his accuracy would go up because of that. I still didn't like him from a fantasy perspective because I knew he wasn't going to be running as much because he's not really throwing that far at all.
yeah, I mean, but that's another thing. That's part of it, right? He's not throwing the ball far. Can he throw the ball far? I mean, his arm, Jesus surgically prepared. Like, can he do that? So, I mean, it's just weird because everybody complains about Shula. You gotta give him the short routes. Give him the short routes. And then I hear people complaining, oh, we're not stretching the field. We're not stretching. I mean, what do you want the guy to do?
I didn't say we're not stretching the field.
No, I'm not saying you. Okay. I'm not saying you, but a lot of people, your boy from the huddle was talking about, how we sent Funches on a, instead of sending Curtis Samuel to stretch the field, we sent Funches. And I guess he's not fast enough. But he had a step on the guy. And if Cam Newton would have completed the pass, nobody would have said anything. That's my point. Everybody wants to talk about hindsight. But if Cam Newton completes these passes, I promise you guys wouldn't be saying nothing about Shula right now. You'd be talking about how good a game he's calling. That's all I'm saying. So Shula is not the problem once again.
Somebody's got to be the fall guy at some point, though.
But I agree with you. And at some point, I think he will be the fall guy. I think Ron's not going to admit to anything. So at the end of the day, Shula is going to fall on the sword because that's just how it goes in the NFL. You got to blame somebody. So
I personally think it's going to be a package deal, but that's another discussion for another day. No, I'm serious. Like I
have to say that for a bye week or something, man.
Well, that bye week's too far, bro.
You sound like you gotta get something off your chest, man.
Nah, we're good. I mean, I was very disappointed in how Carolina came out. I want to get to this defense because they're not out of the woods yet either. Our defense could have played better. I mean, we walked into that game as the #1 defense in the NFL. And that's why sometimes stats with context, as you like to say, Rashad, matters.
Yeah, stats with context, man. But all right, I mean, let's see. Is there anything else we got to talk about from the offensive side of the ball? Again, KB going down hurt us big time.
If you guys didn't grab Devin Funches after the Olsen injury, y'all better grab him now.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Fantasy. You should have did it last week, but if he's still out there, and I'm pretty sure he is, go to try to get him for this week because he should be in line for a decent day.
I think Ed Dixon is gonna get a bump too. I think they were talking about. I think Ron was saying how he would like to see Funches. Dixon get the ball more as well. But like I believe somebody said in the chat, I think we definitely need more speed on the field as well. Bird is not getting out on the field as much as I thought, and it's just with the personnel we have. Look, even with everybody healthy, you got Olsen, you got KB, you got Funches. Those are not speed guys. Olsen got a nice little 40 on him, but those are not really speed guys. But I think Curtis Samuel, you got to find some way to get him the ball. We saw that on Sunday. Find some way to get Curtis the ball in the open field and let him go to work. Let him. You see that move he put on your boy when he got that reverse? Yeah, he broke his ankles, man. Get these, and Shula did that. He got him the ball on the reverse, and he threw him several screen passes to try and let him work. But you got to execute. You got to block for him. So I agree with that. You got to get more speed on the field, and that's by injuries. That's gonna, because of the injuries, that's gonna happen. I think you're gonna see a lot more speed.
The issue's gonna get forced now once they figure out how long Kelvin's gonna be out. Yeah, we're gonna have to speed. We're gonna have to have some speed on the field at this point. I think they'll utilize McCaffrey more receiving, and I think there'll be opportunities for Curtis Samuel and Damiere Byrd. We'll see.
Yep. Another thing, I'm seeing a lot of people on the huddle talking about, or Jeremy from the huddle specifically talking about, we gotta go back to a traditional offense, line it up, power I. Now let me think about this. We just drafted Curtis Samuel and Christian McCaffrey, you want us to line up in a power eye and run the ball, bro? Like, come on, man. Like, it's just the suggestions that it's not the offense is not the. I mean, offense is the problem, but it's just more about execution. We got a rookie fullback. You think he's gonna line up in power eyes, successfully block? The dude's never played fullback like that in the league. So like, it's gonna take him some time to get that blocking scheme right. Granted, yeah, you should do it sometimes. You sprinkle it in there, sure. But come on, man. This we ain't got to recreate the wheel, man.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. I don't know. I don't think next week is the right time to go into a power eye. That's for sure.
Yeah. Speaking of that, you want to go ahead and hop into that now? Are we? Oh no, we didn't talk about the defense.
We got to talk the defense, man.
Yeah, my fault.
We got to talk about this.
Let's talk about the other side of the ball, man, because it wasn't pretty on the other side of the ball either. It was bad.
I saw something. Look, New Orleans. Who did New Orleans played the Patriots, and New Orleans played the Vikings. And those two teams, Breeze had a better game against the Pats, but they kind of neutralized them a little bit. We didn't get any of that, and we came into the game ranked number 1 defense in the NFL statistically. We gave up 34 points.
That's with context.
I know
those two offenses weren't exactly lighting it up, bro.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you what, Buffalo dropped over 20 points on Denver. Denver's got a pretty good defense.
On the road, they were on the road. But they did, yeah. I get it. I get it.
So I mean, I ain't saying Buffalo's offense is like whoa, but
listen, with New Orleans offense, they're elite. Doesn't matter how bad that team is. That offense is gonna be elite, top 5 ever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how bad. It doesn't matter how bad the team is. See, that's what people are failing to realize here. That offense is, as long as Drew Brees is the quarterback and he's not taking a step back, which he's not, that offense is going to be elite, top 5 in the league every year, no matter what their record is. So at the end of the day, we got it was a game of chess and we was playing checkers. There was nothing we could do. We couldn't stop the run. We couldn't stop the pass. Drew Brees he went to work. Brees returned on Sunday, bro.
Brees made an epic appearance because typically he struggles in Charlotte statistically. Typically Charlotte is where he struggles. When we play him, he tends to have his worst games when he's playing at the bank. And for him to only have 7 incompletions, 3 touchdowns, no picks.
Bro, they tore the zone. So I'm sick of the zone. I'm sorry, man. I'm sick of it. I mean, we got to find us some man corners or something because this zone, I mean, Michael Thomas, I mean, granted, I did have him on a couple fantasy teams, so I wasn't totally upset. But if I didn't have Michael Thomas, I would have been pissed because this dude is sitting, he finds a soft spot in the zone. Breeze has hella time. He's just picking. It's dink and dunk. It's too easy. It's too easy, man. And it's so smart because they're lining running backs off. They're taking Luke Kuechly out of the center of the field. They're lining up receivers on Thomas Davis. It was textbook, man. It was textbook. And we're gonna see that even worse next week or this week coming up.
Yeah.
But they did their thing, man. All credit is due to New Orleans Saints offense because they did their thing. They picked us apart. There's nothing we can do.
A lot. They picked on Worley a lot too.
Yeah. You go to the weak link, and he was it. Bradbury, you ain't safe either, bro, because you got torched by Ted Ginn. So, I mean,
Ted enjoyed that one.
Yeah, I mean, and he caught it too. I was waiting for him to drop it, man. I had so many jokes, but he caught it. He held on to it.
He's actually had a pretty good catch rate in New Orleans, believe it or not. He's not dropping as many.
It's Breeze, man. It's Breeze.
He's got that magic.
It's
that magic
probably
touch,
the best.
man.
It's the best quarterback he ever played with.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
2015 Cam Newton. That's like That's like a 2015 Cam Newton is like it's like 99 Jordan, number 99 back NBA Live. That's what 2015 Cam was. We ain't seeing that dude no more.
I'm not ready to go say that.
That's debatable. On how it's the best quarterback he ever played with. 2015 Cam was great.
Yeah, but Breeze has been consistently great for a long time, man.
Breeze is elite, man. All respect to Breeze, man. Breezes.
Yeah, man. Breeze
really
showed up.
Man, but I mean, Peppers didn't have no statistics. None. Not a stat. Peppers didn't have a stat, bro. No measurable stat. We couldn't get no pressure. It was bad. There was nothing. We couldn't stop anything, man. We couldn't stop Kamara. We couldn't stop Ingram. We couldn't stop. AP was getting off. That stiff arm he gave TD though was pretty tough.
Yeah,
that stiff arm was pretty vicious.
He's still old though.
They both old, man. But shout out to CD coming back though.
Yeah, man. I was getting worried about that.
It's big time. It's big time, man.
All right.
But
I'm tired of looking at the stat sheet.
What is stats looking like, man?
Oh my God.
It's bad.
Well, I mean, our defense just didn't execute at all. Breeze just knew where to go every play.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't throw for 300 yards, but he didn't have to.
Yeah, he didn't have to, man. Because their running game was clicking too. If we'd have stopped the run, it might have been a different game, but we couldn't stop the run either.
Nope, sure couldn't.
But yeah, man, we couldn't stop anything. Disappointed in defense, man. But again, that's elite offense, man. Elite.
They ran about 150 yards on us.
That's tough. When's the last time we gave up 150 yards?
It wasn't this season. But they ran 150 on us. They threw for 220, so they were balanced too.
Yep, which makes it even that much more harder to stop.
Yep, when they were balanced. 27 run plays, 29 pass plays. So, yeah, we do play a lot of zone.
Zone's got to go, man.
Somebody asked if Rivera will take over the defense if Wilkes has another game like this. I don't think that's fair to Wilkes.
Nah, that offense is elite, man. Nah, that offense is elite. He just got to figure it out. A lot of moving parts, man. It's a lot of moving parts. I think Wilkes will figure it out.
I mean, it doesn't help him. It doesn't help him. It doesn't help. He's got the Patriots this week.
Nah, not at all. It's gonna be rough. And what's the week after that?
Detroit.
It's about to be tough sledding from here. It was very imperative that we go 3-0. Very imperative. This 2-1 is not good. We about to find out. We about to find out what this team is made of, bro.
Yep. I've been saying it all off season. It's important to start 3-0. It's important to start 3-0. Because then the schedule really goes. That's why when everybody was saying, well, that's why I kept saying that we needed to see Cam in the preseason. Because we need him to get that rust off quick. Because if he didn't get it off within the first 2 games, man.
Yeah, man. And it's not even just the rust, too, man. It's the chemistry, man. Yeah. Chemistry is important, too. It's not there. It's not there, man. Nothing is there from an offensive perspective. But anything else on the defense? Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm done. So the schedule looks like Patriots, Lions, and I think after that it's Philly.
Yeah, I got it up. Patriots, Lions, Philly, and then the Bears and Bucks.
Yeah, Philly's Thursday night.
Yeah, I'll be there.
I'm going to that game, man. I couldn't get tickets to the game this weekend. It's been rough sledding.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I was about to say, man. Yo,
couldn't get the tickets, man. They want too much money. I thought I had a connect, but it fell through. So no love. Yeah. So
all right. So are we gonna wrap it up for that game, the ugly game?
Yeah.
Review.
I'm done. I'm done talking about it.
Offense is guilty, man. Case closed.
Hey, Slim J, we had a chance to get Hugh. We freaking paid Shula and kept Shula instead. I wanted Hugh.
Hugh couldn't help this.
Nah, he probably could help it better. I'm pretty sure he could help this.
Nah, Hugh couldn't help this, bro. It's all on Cam. Cam got to do better. Right, let's move on. Let's talk about this New England game. Dave, I think you got the keys to this game, man. You got the keys?
I got the keys. The key to beating Tom Brady is getting to Tom Brady early in the game. If you do not get to Tom Brady early in the game, it's going to be a long day. But if the defense says hi to him a few times early, we can beat these guys. But our offense has to execute way better than what they did against New Orleans last week. So I can see a way for Carolina to win this game, but the execution has to be almost 10 times better than what it was in against New Orleans yesterday. Has to be 10 times better because the Patriots in Foxborough is tough. You know, I know everybody's going to say, well, they almost lost to Houston yesterday. Houston's got an elite defense too, by the way. and they scored 36 points on them.
Touchdowns.
Yeah, Brady threw for 5 TDs. Patriots D is 32nd now. So
well,
now we're playing.
We know the Saints defense isn't 32nd anymore.
Nope, not at all. So now for 2 straight weeks we're gonna play the worst defense in the NFL. Yeah, the Patriots O-line isn't that good, but you know what Bill Belichick does? If Brady gets touched once early, he's gonna add an additional lineman, or he's gonna leave Gronk back to block. So get ready, Gronk. So if we somehow get to the quarterback, that means Gronk is going to be back there blocking. He's not going to be receiving. So, you know, the thing about Bill Belichick, man, he's a coaching genius. So he's going to make adjustments, and he won't wait till halftime to do it. He'll make it on the next play. So, but we'll see. I don't know if Ryan Khalil's going to be able to play. I hope he is.
I don't know what's up with Ryan, man. The dude, they said he woke up with a crick in his neck. What? I mean, come on, man. Get this dude to a chiropractor and call it a day. Like, it's got to be something worse. They're not saying something. They're withholding information about Ryan because I don't know what's going on there. But I don't even think he makes a big deal, to be honest with you, because Tyler Larson is playing okay. Like, it's that the guy playing left tackle, man. He's the problem.
He needs that blood. He needs that brotherly love, man. He needs his brother on the line.
I don't know. Maybe that is it. I don't know. But it ain't. Larson is okay. Like, we really need to start thinking about Ryan's contract, man, because dude's getting paid, bro. And we did do that. We brought in extra linemen, an extra O lineman in the first series. We had an unbalanced line. See, y'all ain't paying attention. Y'all so quick to blame Shula. Y'all ain't even paying attention to what's going on. But nah, man. On to the Patriots. Yeah, I mean, we always play the Patriots well. I think we actually lead the regular season series against the Patriots.
We do.
Yeah, and so we play them tough. We're going to Gillette. We're coming off a loss. We got a lot to prove. I wouldn't even be disappointed in a loss. I just want us to be competitive, man. Just show me something. Show me something, bro. Show me something. No, one of those games is preseason. 3-3. But yeah. Go ahead.
One thing that I've noticed, man, the Patriots right now are 8-point favorites against Carolina.
Yeah.
Maybe got to motivate them a bit. But in the regular season, we've won. Actually, the series is tied.
Yeah, one of those games is preseason.
No, for the regular season, the series is tied.
You sure?
Yeah. Well, if you count the postseason, it was one in the postseason, the Super Bowl. So in the regular season, we're 3-2.
That's what that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah. We're 3-2 against them. Let's see.
But yeah, no, I think it's always a chance. I don't think the Patriots are invincible. If you watch their previous games, they blew out the Saints coming off that loss. But they've been played tough, especially at home. They lost to the Chiefs. They got destroyed by the Chiefs. And then they were played tough by the Texans. I mean, Brady had to throw 5 touchdowns. Texans are elite defense. So our defense just has to step up, man. Like, Wilkes got to be on his P's and Q's. Tom Brady's going to be playing chess out there. We can't just be giving up. We can't let dudes find a zone, and we have to stay with Brandon Cooks. If we can't stay with Brandon Cooks, it's going to be a long night or day or whatever, whenever the game is.
It's probably 1 o'clock.
Cooks, speed kills, and we have nothing. We have no answer for speed. None. Teddy Williams was our speed guy that could stay with guys. We don't have anything of the in the vicinity of fast in our secondary. Nobody. So if they just if they watch that game film and try to line up Bradbury on Cooks and he runs a fly, it's a wrap. You heard it here first. So we gotta be able to stay with Cooks because he's a beast. And seems like Brady and Cooks are starting to get that chemistry together.
They are.
Gotta hang with Gronk too. I know everybody remembers the play a couple years ago in the end zone where got called a spade, where Luke Kuechly was hugging all on Gronk. But yeah, man, we got to find it. We can't let Gronk get off. What else? We got to stop the run too, man. Got to hang with these dudes.
I'm not in the run game. I'm concerned. My bigger concern is the receivers because I know Brady is going to get that ball out in 2 seconds or less. So it's critical that we are aware and we can defend. Preferably, it'd be best if we can freaking get to Brady. Because otherwise, man, he's gonna dice us. He's gonna dice that zone up. So I hope Wilkes is able to mix it up.
We gotta have answers, man. We gotta have answers because we can't just get out there and run a flat zone, and we gotta mix it up, play some man, do something. We can't. I'm not a defensive coordinator, but we can't just get out there and do what we did against the Saints because Brady is worse. That's not what he's better than Breeze at picking apart stuff. He's gonna get rid of the ball quicker.
Yep.
So this is a tough. Hopefully, we learned our lesson from the last game, and we can. But like I said, I'm not gonna be mad if we lose, because this is Tom Brady and the Patriots. They're a great team. I just want us to be competitive. I don't want to get blown out. At the end of the day, I don't want to get blown out. We got too much to prove, and our schedule was tough from here.
Yep. The last time the Panthers beat the Patriots in New England, 1995. The inaugural season.
Yeah, I did see that.
The 3 wins that we have, they were all at home. We haven't beaten them in Foxborough yet. We haven't beaten them at the Gillette. The one time we did beat them, it was Foxborough Stadium still. So, and Brady is tough at home, man. He's got a pretty strong home record. Like what happened against the Chiefs was like an anomaly, because he doesn't lose in Foxborough often. But I don't think the Patriots defense is legit. They're not. They're not legit.
They got some names in the secondary. They got some names. They got Stephon Gilmore. They got a couple names, but I don't think it's been as good as we thought they were gonna be. So but again, it's about execution. It doesn't matter if we're not executing, man. Got to execute.
If we don't execute in this New England, they're gonna pounce on us, man.
And listen, I will be the first. I'll be the first guy to call out Shula if he doesn't do his thing. But because I call it like I see it always. Always call it like I see it. And I just don't. Everybody just needs to stop blaming Shula because it's not all him. He deserves some blame, but it ain't all him.
Well, he's got to play he's got to call a good game. He has to call a great game.
Yep. So, but yeah, like I said, either way, I don't care if we lose, man. I don't expect us to win.
We need to make up that win somewhere because we should have beat New England. We should have beat the Saints. So
yeah, we gonna have to.
I don't know if this is going to be the week. I mean, I think if we can get to Brady and rattle him early, we have a shot. We have a shot to do it. I really do. But our offense has to execute. We can't beat the Patriots scoring 13 points. We can't beat the Patriots scoring 9.
No. Nope.
Once again, we're gonna need like 28 points.
Got to put up 28, man. More than 28.
Probably need 35, maybe 40. If you want to be real about it, you know, we need a high power offense for this. Because this could easily turn into a shootout. Like I thought the Saints and Panthers game had shootout potential too. But we didn't show up to shoot.
We about ball control, man. It works, but it
will not work against New England on Sunday, bro.
That's just Panther football, man. It's about ball control, the ball, keep Brady off the field. That's what we're gonna say. Keep Brady off the field, control the clock, and keep your defense off the field, and wear their defense out. That's Panther football, and you can't have 3 and outs, and that's what we've been doing. 3 and outs. No, we're definitely not winning the shootout. Like this ain't 2015, bro. We can't just. It was a lot of slang in the rock in 2015. A lot of running and a lot of slanging. But this ain't it. This ain't that team.
Yeah, we came back on the Seahawks. Yeah, but the Seahawks didn't have Thomas Brady, man. They didn't have Thomas.
Yeah, our offense is never built to come back. That's why we always got to control the clock. We're not built to come back like that. It's just not. But we're ball control offense.
Yeah, I'm gonna chill at the crib on Sunday and watch this game. Hopefully it'll be a good game. I want a good game, man. That's all I can ask for at this point. Because I know,
man.
Yeah, I just want it to be a good game. I want it to be a competitive, good game. I want us to win, but I see the path for it to happen. But I also know that it's Foxborough, it's Gillette, and that's a tough place to play. And the Patriots got to keep up with the Buffalo Bills, so they're going to be determined to try to get this win.
Yep. So what's on that note, man? What's fantasy looking like?
Fantasy action.
Come on, go ahead and give it to me.
Oh man,
tell me I'm the champ.
You're not the champ yet, man.
Just give it to me, man.
It's a marathon, not a sprint, man. You know that.
What quarter? Yeah, we ain't talking about Cam getting benched either.
No, we're not gonna, because we know why he got benched. They're saving his arm for this week. I'm telling you, that's why he got benched.
No, they were saving him from embarrassing himself further. That's why he got benched.
Yeah, we are saving his arm for next week, man. It's just the way it goes. We are saving his arm for next week. You guys can see this stand-in action real quick. Here's the stand-ins.
Go ahead, up me to 3-0.
Yeah, blah, blah. I'm going to catch this fade, though. With Jordan Howard, I'm about to catch this fade. I was so behind. I might can pull it off. I got guys still going, so Cole Beasley hasn't done anything. Carson hasn't done enough, man. The score is only 7-7 at halftime. I don't think Ezekiel's going to get my 27 points like I need. So,
ain't looking too hot.
Nah, man. Zeke went back to yacht. And then my boy Jerome is talking trash, man. I still got a half, bro. Better chill out. I'm only down by how many points? I'm only down by 14, man. And Beasley don't have a catch yet. It's not over yet, buddy. I've seen crazier things happen. Marcus is about to get his first win, though. It's looking like Marcus might get his first win. I see you, man.
Yeah, you wouldn't have beat me with Crabtree. Crabtree could have scored 20 and you still wouldn't have won.
Crabtree had a rough day.
Yeah, Derek Carr did too. Derek Carr's the quarterback. So
you got Derek Carr in this league.
Yep.
Hey, your team's pretty stacked, sir. You had Kelvin, you had Panthers defense. God bless.
Yeah, and I still remain victorious.
Yeah, he had a rough day too, though. Yeah, Crabtree was bad.
He had the Ravens. Hey, man, look. They canceled each other out, man. Derek Carr and Crabtree, they canceled each other out.
I gotta see what's going on with Melvin Gordon, that injury.
Yeah. That does suck. Yeah, I'm gonna be 3-0. Like I said, like I predicted. I don't know who I got next week.
I'll tell you who you got next week.
You're gonna catch a fade too.
Let me see who you got next week, man. You got dang, man, you going against somebody that might be winless. Hold on, let me see. Is Top Notch Sasquatch gonna win this week? Oh, he's gonna win this week. He's gonna win this week, so he'll be 1-2.
Well, he's gonna be 1-3 by the time I get done with him.
Yeah, man, I'm sitting in the middle of these standings, so I gotta step it up quick. I gotta step it up. I need to try to pull this win, man. I need Zate to step it up. Yeah, so right now, Run CMC is going to be 3-0, I think. All about the bench.
He's catching the fade. He's about to catch the fade. To me.
Oh, okay. So you're about to be 2-1. Shy about to be 3-0. Who can't catch? Not me. Who can't catch? Yeah, he's going to win. So Eddie Clemens is going to be 3-0. So there'll be 2 3-0 teams.
He ain't trying to catch these hands either.
Yeah, my team's got to step up on the scoring, man. My scoring ain't where it needs to be. I'm only averaging 220. I only got 220 points, man. I gotta step it up. I look at that more than anything else, man.
Well, who leading the league in scoring?
Jerome Simpson is, but after next week, it probably will change. Yeah, because there's games going on now, so it doesn't count for week 3 yet. Man, Palmer. But yeah, so yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty competitive league. In about 2 weeks, then we'll have an idea about who's who. I know I need to win next week. I know that much. But my points got to get higher than this. My points is not where it needs to be right now. I can't be at like 98 points. I need to pull this upset. They're saying I got a shot, but we'll see.
I don't think I scored below 120.
Let's see here. Did you?
Oh, nice catch.
120. And now you have it. I have. Last week I scored 94 points. So, all right. Let's put this back to normal. All right. Yeah, so we're still waiting on these games, man. We're still waiting on these games. If y'all want some fancy recommendations, I can give you a few. Like I said, for waiver wire, for Panthers, if you ain't got Funches, you need to go get them. For the game, I mean, if you got Brady, you're going to start him. Like, this game could sneaky be a high-scoring game if Carolina's offense shows up.
We got to do our part.
If Carolina's offense shows up, this could be a high-scoring game, man. That's a big if. I mean, for daily fantasy, Funches and Dixon are interesting, especially if the price is low. Ed Dixon, you could probably, if you're trying to go cheap on the tight end, he'll probably be under $3,000.
I think Dixon is a sleeper. I think he gets involved this week.
Yeah. So, like in DraftKings, if he's under $3,000, like he was $2,700 last week. So if he's like in that price range, that's a guy you can slip in there. He doesn't have to get you much. Like if he gets you 3 catches for 30 yards, that's 6 points. He's already hit his value. If he gets a touchdown, bonus, right? So if he's like around that $2,700 range again, that's a good one. I don't know if Funch is going to still be 4,200 with the Kelvin injury, but if he's 4,200, that's a good pickup. McCaffrey, I'm wondering how they're going to price him. They priced him at 6,100 last week, so I don't know how much they're going to price him this week. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, Wendell Small would be interesting, but I don't know, man. I think Blunt is going to probably take over there, believe it or not, because Blunt was getting more carries once Sproles went down. So, yeah, the Patriots. You can play anybody at this point. You can play all your Patriots. You can play Chris Hogan. You can play Gronk. You can play who else is on there? Well, I don't know. Don't play Dorsett, but you can play Hogan. Gilsley's touchdown dependent though. You saw what happened last week when they're not like within the 5-yard line. They don't carry. They don't hand off the ball, and so he only got 3 points this week. So Gilsley is very touchdown dependent. But yeah, you play Gilsley because we might tackle somebody at the 1. But yeah, you can play Gilsley. You could probably play James White. James White should be good this week. McCaffrey definitely. You probably could play Funches if you're in a wide receiver bind. Because I think there's not going to be a choice. You probably could play Cam, but I would stay away.
Far away.
I would stay away. That's just my opinion. Yeah, I had Hogan on the bench too, man. I wouldn't be sitting here asking for Ezekiel Elliott to give me 27 points if I played Hogan in another league I'm in. So, I don't know. I wouldn't play Deion Lewis. No, I wouldn't play Deion Lewis. I would play in a PPR league. I would play White. White will get enough catches.
Yeah, I was gonna say Burkhead be getting a lot of love too.
Yeah. Yeah, I would start Amendola if he's healthy. Yeah. Yep. I would start Amendola in my flex. The Patriots are going to score a lot of points, man. I'd rather have Hogan, though. I'd rather start Hogan over Amendola. You want to talk about players that I've had on the bench, man? 3 leagues I had Diggs on the bench. 1 league I had T.Y. Hilton. So I had a lot of folks on the bench. I like Allen Hurns, man. He's a flex. I prefer Marquise Lee over him, though. Hurns is too touchdown dependent over Marquise Lee. I think Marquise Lee gets more targets. Sanu depends on whether or not how long Julio's going to be out. He's questionable right now. I'm getting afraid that Julio's going to turn into a decoy again. So Sanu and Gabriel can shine there. Thompson balled because Fat Rob Kelly wasn't there. Yeah, this was kind of an interesting week for fantasy. There was a lot of folks on people's benches that were like breaking out a lot, like 30 points, 30 burgers. Nah, I wouldn't play Sterling Shepard. Yeah. I'm not playing Shepard.
Y'all can continue y'all fantasy talk. I think I might have dropped.
Well, go ahead and play the outro, man.
No, I was gonna say y'all can keep going. Hold on, I'm gonna play it.
Thank you for listening to the Panther Nation podcast hosted by Rashad and David. Thank you for listening to the Panther Nation podcast hosted by Rashad and David. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at Panther Nation Podcast. You can also like our Facebook page at Panther Nation Podcast. While you're at it, follow us on Twitter at Panther Nation PC. And always remember, keep pounding.
Yeah, y'all can keep going. Don't let me spoil the party.
Well, I'm not going too much longer, but I'll answer a few more questions before I disappear.
Peace out, peeps. I'm out. I got to go to bed. Yeah, get up in the morning.
Yeah, I should be doing the same.
Y'all have fun.
All right. For Jordan Howard, yeah, I'll start him. I'll start Jordan Howard. Yeah, if he's not an injury report, I'll start him. In 1 league I played him, the other league I didn't. I regret that decision. Yeah, I would start Jordan Howard. Yep, I would start him, even with Cohen there, because if the Bears are competitive, Jordan's going to get the rock. The only time that you see Tariq Cohen more is when they're behind. Witten or Bennett this week? I think I'm leaning towards Bennett. Yeah, Kelvin avoided a major injury, but I don't know how long he's out yet. Oh yeah, it depends, man, because you could have situations if you have Jordan Howard and Tariq Cohen that you could start both. Because Cohen's getting enough, especially in the PPR league, Cohen's getting enough catches to make him a potential fringe RB2, definitely a flex play in a PPR league. So if you got them both, you can put yourself in a situation where you could start them. Kind of like a few years back, almost 10 years ago when we had Stewart and we had D'Angelo. If you drafted both, you could have started them both all season, and you would have did fine. Because one of them ended up being an RB1, the other one did enough to be an RB2. You're going to have a similar situation with Howard and Cohen, especially in the PPR league. Because I kind of regret not doing that this week. This week I started Cohen, and I didn't start Howard. Howard went off. Cohen did okay. Cohen got me 12, but Howard got 25. And I would have won if I would have started both. We can talk, man. I don't know how much I don't know which running back you're trying to get from me, but we can talk. I don't know how bad I want Hogan, but I think because the thing about Patriots wide receivers in fantasy football, man, it's unpredictable. You don't know which one's going to go off. Similar to the running backs, it's unpredictable. But like when you know that there's a potential game where they're going to probably break for 30 plus points, you can probably do okay as long as you get one of the starters. I mean, what's wrong with Stewart, man? Yeah, let me see. I'm in 12 leagues, so let me see who I have. Let's see. Let's see who I got here. You want a running back, man? For Hogan, we can talk, but Howard, yeah, I can't. For Hogan, I got to get more than. I got Buck Allen and I got Chris Johnson and Theo Riddick. I don't know. I don't know if I want Hogan like that. Yeah, we gotta figure that one out. All right. Let me see what your team looks like, man. I'm about to disappear because just like Rashad, I gotta work tomorrow. I gotta work tomorrow. Yeah, if you drafted Jordan Reed, you gotta have a compliment for him because he's good for you to miss at least 4 to 5 games. Well, Luck ain't playing. Luck shouldn't play all season based on that logic, because the thing about the biggest reason why Luck got hurt to begin with is because they didn't take care of him. They didn't put any weapons around him. They didn't put a defense around him. Only help that Luck had was T.Y. I mean, their best running back is in his 30s. So I can argue that Carolina's done a better job at putting pieces around their franchise quarterback over Luck. Yeah, Vernon Davis is cool for Reed, man. If you have Reed, Vernon can be like your handcuff. So then if you know Reed doesn't play, you got Vernon. Or you can check the wire and see what else is out there. But last call before I disappear. I'm wondering if Rashad can edit this, but I doubt he can. But I appreciate you guys listening. It's been fun. I'll talk to you guys next week. Hopefully it'll be a victory, but I'm keeping my hopes up. Keep pounding, guys.